all times, what I was aiming to do was to try to get a second referendum. I know nowadays it's become slightly fashionable to say, oh, no, Grieve wasn't trying to get a second referendum. He was trying to stop it dead in its tracks, to deny the will of the people. But it isn't true. I was trying to get a second referendum, and I had to acknowledge that there was a risk, and actually I think quite a considerable risk, if it had a second referendum, say in early 2020, that the verdict might have been the same. But I still thought it would be useful because at least it gave people the opportunity to reflect on the enormity of the steps that we were about to take and on the fact that already by 2019, what we were going to get and what was on offer was radically different from what people were suggesting when they promoted the Leave campaign at the time of the referendum. So for me, that was the justification for doing it. I was always aware that it might, at the end of the day, not work, but it was dependent on holding, ultimately, Boris Johnson's feet to the fire. And as Jeremy Corbyn quite gratuitously decided not to do that, it was the end. And the end, when it came, was rather predictable, because if in any runoff between Corbyn and Johnson, it was quite clear Johnson was going to win.